continuing in the Garden of Emunah, we're on page 184. The main thing is don't be afraid at all. There's a very famous song from Rav Nachman. A lot of people don't know that this is one of his, from his Torah in Likutei Moharan. But what's the song? V'ha'ikar lo lefachid klal. It says that this world is a very, very narrow bridge. And the most important thing is not to be afraid at all. The advice here that we're trying to give the patient and the message that we're giving to the doctor, the message that we're giving to the doctor is very, very simple. You stop telling people how it's going to be and what it's going to be. You should really be offering encouragement constantly building people's emunah, giving optimism, doesn't have to be in lies, doesn't have to be but just to be pleasant and happy. And if it's hard for you, pray for it. Because that's what Hashem wants, and that's our mission in this world, is to pray for the things that we're supposed to be doing and asking Hashem to help us with them. So if we're having a difficult time doing our job, we need to constantly pray and ask and do. So the doctor, you have to know your role. You have to know your job in life. And your job is to encourage and to heal and not to make people's end. The second you have a prognosis of a terminally ill patient and you're going to tell them, sorry ma'am, you're going to die, sorry sir, you're going to die, there's nothing we could do. The second that sets into place, you've now already killed the person, like the rabbi taught us before, and additionally have made it harder on them. So this is not our job. We have to do the right thing. Pray. Ask him. But now is the patient on the other side, the receiving end of this. What are you supposed to do? Well, that's what the rabbi's advice here is. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. We have one thing to be afraid of. We only have to be afraid of Hashem. He's in control. He's in charge of everything. Ein od milvado. No one can do anything or harm you, and no one can benefit you unless the Ribono Shel Olam wants that. So we need to not be afraid. It's not up to him. Don't get down from the doctors. Don't let anybody get us down. We need to be optimistic. Whether or not the person says, that's also from Hashem. We needed to hear that. We needed to have that test. And when we have that test and we pass it, that's what living emunah is. We're learning to live the emunah. There are many, many people that go to doctors, and then what happens? Whatever the doctor says, they just do and they just believe. Take this medicine, do that, do this. Again, they run to them, and it just becomes exactly, they believe in the cure. We need to know also, over here, it's not the cure, it's not the doctor, it's Hashem. Hashem's the real refuah. Hashem, we have to ask Hashem that it should come through this person, the refuah. And Hashem is in control. And additionally, if sometimes you go to a doctor and you don't like his opinion, and he says, well, if you don't do this, then you're gonna, and whatever prognosis he comes up with. Additionally, that's also not a good way to deal with it. So don't try to live without emunah and go through without emunah. It will be a tremendous suffering if a person does have such a thing, Chas v'Shalom. Lift yourself up. It's ma'od ma'od hashuv. Because in Torah, in Yahadut, en shum yush ba'olam klal, there's no such thing. We cannot give up. The sword could be on your throat, and Hashem could save us. Hashem does save us. And even when we don't see the Yeshua, and Chas v'Shalom, the person does die. But that's also cool too, because we don't know the whole story. We have to keep coming back to the Mabarif. Don't be afraid. We can't be afraid. And again, ask Hashem. Hashem, please help me not be afraid. Like this is how you talk to Hashem. We have to learn how to talk to Hashem. We have to constantly talk to Hashem. We should be zocheh to have the best advice of not being afraid and talk to our Hashem. He's with us all the time. He wants to hear from us, and that's the biggest koach that we have. Thank you.